Some much needed rain around the area today. Some preliminary numbers thus far show Fort Smith about 7/10 of an inch. Not as much at Fayetteville's Drakefield, only about 1/10 of an inch of rain. Poto was the big winner, almost 1.25 inches. Rogers and X&A, those two airports not picking up much at all, only a few 1/100ths of an inch, but there is certainly more opportunities on the way. For the rest of this evening, Northwest Arkansas might see a couple of these spotty showers. Those are moving through parts of Madison and Washington County right now. It is likely going to be the River Valley that stands to see the more favored odds overnight. We're talking some good old-fashioned slow, steady rain. Probably not even going to hear much in the way of thunder. Here's how Futurecast sees the next few hours going. This is going to be midnight tonight, and you'll notice it's likely staying confined from Sallisaw through Ozark and Clarksville, points off towards the south. That wave will continue overnight, and for some of us waking up tomorrow morning early in the day, this is 8 o'clock, there will be some rain out there. Notice there's not much in the way of rain in Northwest Arkansas. Initially in the morning is going to be our best chance, but even then it looks to be somewhat of a low opportunity. We'll see those clouds slowly break tomorrow afternoon. A little bit of sunshine, probably not much, but certainly the second half of tomorrow shaping up to be a little bit more on the dry side than the first half. We go into Wednesday. First part of the day is okay. By the afternoon, we're tracking some scattered showers moving into the area. These likely to be somewhat scattered in nature. 30% chance Wednesday, but notice what happens Wednesday night into Thursday. That's the next big opportunity for some widespread soaking rain. This is 5:30 in the morning Thursday, so this is coming in while a lot of us are probably asleep. It's a slow-moving complex according to some of the latest data, and this is why we expect the most of the rain to happen on Thursday. Not only is it slow-moving, it's a little bit stronger. You're noticing a lot more reds, a lot more oranges, heavier rainfall, slowly but surely drifting off towards the south. Here's Thursday, 9:30 in the morning. We're making our way into the River Valley. That continues to be the case through the early to mid part of the afternoon, and even by late afternoon, we're still looking at some rain falling across parts of the area. 2 to 4 inches is what we expect on top of what we've seen already almost area-wide over the next 7 days. These numbers have been holding somewhat steady. I would say slightly less of a chance of meeting that 2 to 4 inches the further south you go, but by and large, most of the 5 News viewing area likely on track to pick up somewhere within that range. Tomorrow's high temperatures are going to be a little bit cooler in the River Valley. We'll have a little bit more in the way of some stubborn cloud cover, those early morning showers, mid-70s across parts of the area. Meanwhile, folks, the further north you go in places like Bella Vista, Centerton, Sulphur Springs, Gravette, Decatur, probably going to be in those low 80s around the area. There is a growing consensus in the medium range data that suggests not only are we going to stay below average by several degrees this week, but goodness gracious, we're now looking all the way through September 8th. Decent chance of below average temperatures. I'm not sure I'm ready to put a fork in summer just yet, but it certainly seems like the worst of summer may very well be behind us when it comes to precipitation chances. The odds are tilted slightly in favor of above average precip. 10-day forecast looks like this. 20% chance of some showers Northwest Arkansas, mainly tomorrow morning. By Wednesday afternoon, we're looking at some scattered showers. We really ramped that chance up overnight into Thursday. Going into the weekend, Saturday does have a 30% chance of rain across Northwest Arkansas. That may impact the Razorback game there. Evening trends, maybe we are able to lower that going into the next couple of hours. Meteorologist Danny Cassidy, of course, will have the latest tomorrow morning. By next week, we're warming up, but we're only warming up into the mid to upper 80s as compared to the middle 90s that we're expected to see this time of the year. Rain chances in the short term, 60% likely tomorrow morning. Again, that's going to be primarily along and south of Interstate 40. By Wednesday, we start off dry. Rain chances pick up later in the day, especially into the overnight hours. Thursday is likely to be the day that many of us see a widespread, heavy at times rain, slowly but surely tapering off Friday. We'll have to watch that impact for us on Saturday, but big story, I think, Darren, is not only are we benefiting from some good soaking rains.
Oh, yeah.
We're benefiting from a good soaking rain spread out over several days. So we're not too concerned about flooding. We'll watch it Thursday, but you spread it out like we are. This is about a perfect scenario.
Yeah, exactly. All right, Scott, thanks.